Hello again, and welcome to my video/guide on how to complete the climax battles of Yakuza Kiwami. It will be mostly my experience, but I will be referring to CyricZ's guide from time to time, and I'll also leave a link to it down in the description. If you want to save after completing a battle, you have to exit out the climax battle menu, and the system data should save automatically. There should be timestamps in the description to every battle, so you can head down there to jump to the one you want. Anyway, on with the video, and the first set of challenges are the Proving Grounds.
Yeah, there's a party, alright. We don't need a reason for joy, oh yeah.
The first Proving Grounds hits you hard, right out the gate. You have to eliminate everyone without getting knocked down, which is made incredibly difficult with enemies that hit hard and one dumbass chasing you around with a chainsaw. He's marked with a purple icon on your map. You're at your strongest with all styles, but I recommend sticking to rush in the beginning and booking it to the back of the boat to take out the grenade guy. Next, head for the guy with the shotgun and take him down. Be careful though. Then grab the gun when it is safe to do so for some crowd control. Once you've whittled down the crowd, switch to a style you feel comfortable and focus on not being hit hard enough to be knocked down rather than quickly doing damage. Also, in Climax Heat mode, while in the Brawler style, some hits including from the chainsaw will not knock you down, so keep that in mind. If you're struggling with said chainsaw man, a good way is to use heat actions and weapons, and especially weapon heat actions. Just watch out for his goon buddies. Second Proving Grounds is much easier, but it has its quirks as well. You have high health and your hits do a good amount of damage, but your heat actions are limited and very weak. The main goal here is to get enough points, which basically means you'll have to take out all the weaker individuals in the allotted time frame, or take out the tough guy that comes out in the second wave after you've taken down a good amount of enemies already. The trick here is to use a combination of Beast Style and the two motorcycles around the small encapsulation, which Beast Style will also auto pick up, to blast through the enemies quickly. On to the third Proving Grounds. This time it's only weapons. Only attacks with weapons will do any damage here. Luckily this furniture is all around and enemies are also carrying some heat. They have low health and low heat here, so don't rely on heat actions too much and try not to get hit at all. Starting up, you can see a guy with a shotgun behind you. Go after him first. Using the Beast Style to pummel him with a smaller furniture is the wise move here. This will take out his annoying bullets and will allow you to use the shotgun to deal with the enemies. It isn't needed as you can see by my footage, but it would have been really helpful. Still no one to know where it clips through though. Avoiding enemies with weapons and keeping on the move is your best strat in the beginning, but once you've whittled down the enemies, using Beast Style to swing the large furniture around can really help speed up the process. Proving Grounds 4, and time for some real strategy. You don't have much health here, but you do have max heat and all heat actions, which is good because you'll need them to do any damage here. Any not heat action moves will only build up heat and not do any damage. Obviously then only heat actions will inflict damage. Don't forget that heat actions do less damage to a point if done over and over again. The best strat here is to build up your heat to climax heat. Recommended is using a little shotgun in the crevice of the kitchen there, and then moving to the far side for the open floor space. Once there and heated up, enter beast style, grab an enemy and try for Essence of Entangle, which is the heat action that swings the guy you grabbed around and knocks up to 3 other guys. This is super effective. When left to only a few enemies left, use the rush style to build up heat quickly, then go to town. Next, Proving Ground 5 wants to take you back to basics. You're at your weakest tier and you can only use counter attacks. No, that doesn't mean Tiger Drops or Waller's equivalent that sends out an electrical punch. Rather, you have to let yourself be hit, then immediately respond with a heavy or light attack to counter attack. There are different animations depending on the type of attack you respond with and the positioning in relation to the enemy. CyricZ suggests facing away from the enemy and responding with a heavy attack. Apparently it's a good way to counter their defense. I obliged and it worked for me, so I suggest the same. Past halfway. Now, Proving Ground 6 faces you with another tough challenge. I hate these one-hit states, and my first time experiencing them was actually here in this bitch of a challenge. You also have Brass Knuckles on here, so that means rush style and only the special heat actions that go along with the weapon. Except no, you're not allowed to drop out of heat mode, so the only thing this accomplishes is keeping you in rush style with the damage of the knuckles. Anyway, onto how to do this. Head straight down to the guy in front of you and take him down, then proceed forwards or backwards down the hallway. Turn right or left to your next target, while quick stepping every now and again to avoid potential bullets from the guy you just turned your back towards. Now turn towards that guy and run to take him out. Yes, watch out for their firing stance. Now take out the rest of the guys on the first floor and then head up to the stairs. Yes, I know one of the guys on the first floor is on the stairs. Second floor now, and these guys shoot slow. Take advantage by being as quick as you can while still being cautious. Use the water tower for cover. Third floor is where the real trouble begins. Guy with a sword, large health, and a crushing combo of moves steps forward flanked by 2 guys with guns. Trick here is to lure him out onto the second floor so his buddies hardly take shots. Then wait for him to go through with his attacks and land a couple of hits in. Rinse and repeat until he is down. Use the water tower for cover if you need to and then rush one of the gunners. Don't forget to quick step. Finish off the final guy for victory. Practice makes perfect here, or at least creates some good muscle memory. So keep trying and you should get it down in somewhat of a reasonable time frame of retries. Moving on to Proving Ground 7s, and it doesn't get any easier. Again, it's 1 HP, take no damage, and this time you're in slow beast style against the clock, and force equipped the golden gun. Yes, welcome to an ad for the golden pistol, the infinite ammo gun. First up, it's 5 guys stretched out over the path immediately in front of you. Start hammering on that lock on and heavy attack combo, and don't stop until you've knocked them all down. The last guy is on the bridge footpath. Head on said footpath and use it as a platform to lock onto the 2 other guys to your right. One is a slippery bastard, so take him down first and focus on his buddy in front of the building. Next, there are 2 guys inside the building to the left, each behind both sides of a short wall parallel to this wall immediately on the left. Immediately opposite the guy furthest inside and on the left is a guy to the right and just outside, who will require more than a few shots to be taken down. Take the long stroll to the door to get inside. Be quick though. Once inside and having your gun drawn, hammer on the 3 goons in front of you and then watch the left side as more will come pouring out from there. Use the doorway and the walls around it to your advantage to take out the rest of the thugs inside the grand hall. One guy will be standing inside and not firing. Get past the first pews in terms of left to right and this will change, so get into that position and take him out first. Now lumber out of the room and turn right, then right again, and then head left up the stairs of the Tojo HQ. At the top, turn right, then left, then press circle or throw once you reach the silver door. Head down the stairs, but watch out for a guy on the right. 2 more will rush through from either side, so be ready. Get down the stairs and take care of the 2 guys waiting underneath them and any stragglers that may come down from the stairs. The mini-map is great here. Head out the door. If you have a minute left, you should be good. However, if you have less, it shouldn't be a problem. Anyway, once out the door, a bunch of enemies will be waiting for you. Focus on the weakest one in front of you and then the ones to the side. Pretty easy actually. Now the big guy, he takes a lot of hits, so just lock on ya and keep firing. To save time here, actually, lock onto the big guy, keep firing, and make your way to the exit while doing so. After taking him down, you'll need to make your way there anyway, and since beast style is so slow already, it helps to be close by the time you leave. As long as you're locked on, your bullets should carry over the distance, so don't worry about that. Proving Grounds 8 and you're coming against some tough opponents here. You're in Dragon style max here and your health is constantly being diminished. There are healing items that increase heat, health, and a combination of both. The idea is to first take care of the gunners with the furniture laying around. Next, move on to the big guys with your best moves like the tiger drop. The purple guy is hard to land hits on and the other 2 are no slouches either. Use the items to the full advantage and be aware of your positioning. Ares has some tight spots. Now on to Proving Grounds 9, and time to protect a sexy rhino beetle for 3 minutes exactly. You're at full strength here, but you start with 1 HP, and also you have no minimap. Don't worry, because you'll have Yellow Dragon Spirit, which heals you if you perform a heal action, although I'm unsure if you need to be in Dragon style to reap the benefits. Trickiest part here is the beginning. You only have 1 health, you start against 4 enemies, and when they grab onto the beetle, she loses health rapidly. So the strat here is to beat on the most enthusiastic attackers to build heat, perform heat actions to regain health, and then use a Tiger Drop to take everyone else down quickly. After that, it's smooth sailing. Every 30 seconds, 3 more enemies will drop out, which is easily managed. The beetle loses health over time, but it's so minimal it's barely noticeable. If she has above health half after the first waves, she should be fine. Oh, and there's some unique heat actions here when she's getting grabbed, so there's that. Proving Grounds 10 really comes out of left field by making you play as Date. All Date has is a 3-hit rush combo, no finishing blow allowed, and a single heavy kick attack. He will also fall down after each attack. Okay, he has a block obviously, but that won't be the main issue here. Time will. You'll need to focus on beating the enemies as quickly as possible, so head to the gunman first, use your quick steps here. Next, move on to the baseball bat thug, watch his swings. Use your block, dodge, or just good old-fashioned backing away. This should then make the last guy easy to take on. Falling to the ground can actually help you avoid damage. However, you cannot do damage to enemies you have sent to the ground. So wait until they get up to give them a good old Date style slap. Next we head to melee battles. These put you in a number of different states against a variety of foes and ask you to beat them down. No tricks this time, just a different rule sets to work with. Melee Battle 1 sees you as prisoner idolized dragon Kiryu against the final mob out of Serena. This means you have all your heat and heat actions but not much else. There are 3 waves, each appearing after you've cleared all in the previous one. Using Beast to instantly use the weapons and gain heat is a good tactic. Plus, once you pop Climax heat, Essence of Entangle is good against multiple enemies. Watch the time, maximize damage and focus on your heat moves here. Onto Melee Battle 2, and you are now the technical dragon in a funeral suit. This means you have a lot of combo moves but not much health or heat available. Focus on the other prisoners but watch out for the Forkman who will periodically toss them your way. I suggest just spamming the rush combo of brawler style throughout and hitting the finishing blow when they are low enough that it will drain their health completely. Don't use heat actions here as they won't do much unless you are extremely low health and your enemy is laying on the ground. Also, the 3-hit rush combo followed by the finishing blow and then followed up immediately with the throw button can cause some serious damage, although you'll need to be in heat to use it. Watch the time here. As you can see, I got extremely close. Melee Battle 3 is the Trickster level. It tricks you by not having all your enemies near you at the start. See, here you are topless, Kiryu, which means you pack up mean punch and have a high health bar, but that's about it. Not that it matters much anyway. If you focus on taking down the nearest enemies quickly yet cleanly, then the real assignment of the challenges is the only thing that matters, and that is booking your way to the fountain to take out the last two guys. They have some meat on their bones and you'll probably not have much time here, so I say here is the time to lean on your heat actions. Melee Battle 4 tasks you with dealing with a terrible party against the color gangs and their members. Don't worry, there are no bosses here. However, some of them are carrying stunning weapons. It will go from blue to white to red and introduce more enemies each wave. You are the Dragon Reborn here with all your dragon abilities and not much else. So switch immediately and rely on the best moves the dragon has to offer. Tiger Drop. There isn't time for much else. If you find yourself low on health but with a heat and a dagger, the heat move that you can pull off here is a spectacle to behold.
おい、こっちだ。逃げ場はないよ。こっちや。どこまでだ。おりゃ。
Melee Battle 5, and you're back to Prison Kiru, this time restricted to Brawler and up against the first area of the Snake Flower hideout. Low health, high heat and heat actions mean you'll be waiting on your enemies with the rush combo and timing those finishing blows most effectively. Start with the guys behind you and try not to get knocked down so fast. This one does take some time, so be aware of that. It is 3 waves after all. The biggest problem here is when a man with a long pole comes out and basically turns it into a propeller. Focus on him as soon as he comes out and onto the first floor. The tables dropped onto him do a lot of damage, so use that. But most importantly, do not let him hit you or you'll be caught in his endless cycle of attacks. Oh, and don't worry about the timer flashing, because it starts doing that with more than a minute left, so you'll still have plenty of time. You finally have some help in Melee Battle 6. The Kazuma family is here to help you take down the Shimano family, and thankfully, Shimano himself doesn't actually show up. You are back to Technical Dragon in the funeral suit and stuck in Rush Style, meaning not much heat or health, but a plethora of moves is available to you. I'm almost certain the Kazuma family could do this by themselves, so this is the easiest melee battle by far. Time for some government goons to get the smackdown in Melee Battle 7. You are again shirtless, dragon-embodied Q with heavy punches and a huge health bar, but not much else. These MIA thugs have guns, so knock them down, take their heat and use it against their buddies. What's the time here? You are going to want to attack relentlessly and using weapons to help with that. With that said, being defensive in certain situations can help, but mostly your large health pool should help here. Strap in for Melee Battle 8 here because it's a long one. You are Dragon Reborn here in Dragon Style Force this time, meaning you will have your best friends the Tiger Drop and Yellow Dragon Spirit, which remember heals you with heat actions, are here to help you. Downside of course is the little health and heat bar you do get. You only need to defeat the Master Gun Wielder Arase at the end to progress here. However, some floors will require you to clean out everyone in there. Some you can just vault up the stairs and some floors have healing items, and Arase is much easier to take down once his buddies are gone. Arase can be a tough customer to deal with. However, the method of quick stepping attacking him seems to be good to get a rhythmic flow that is nice and easy to use against him. Also, his kicks can be Tiger Drops, so study his patterns and hit him when he is about to spin kick you. As CyricZ suggests, don't Tiger Drop him when he's done his 2 gun blast. You'll just die. And yes, this is mostly my experience, but I used his guide while redoing all this. Link again in the description. Anyway, the most important part here is Arase, so be cautious, be swift, and use items or heat actions to heal up when you feel most vulnerable. After all, replaying such a long section isn't ideal.
抵抗しても無駄や。甘い。 蜂の巣じゃ
Melee Battle 9, another one to head straight for the boss. Don't waste time on the stragglers. You're at your strongest here, so no notes there. So what you want to do here is smack the lackeys around until you have some heat, and then book it to the large dude holding counters and use the essence of self-destruct heat action on them. You'll be fighting against Majima soon enough. Use what you want here, anything goes really. I like using time for destruction and counters against him, but really whatever is fine here. If you are struggling, tiger drops and heat actions involving the chunks on the ground are your best friends. Melee Battle 10, and goddammit, Sarah is here to haunt us in these battles once again. This is a whole gauntlet through Tojo HQ in the 80s. That is assumingly why Kiryu is at his weakest here, and why Kashiwagi and Sarah have their fighting styles from Yakuza 0, or why there's a dumbass filter over the entire thing. This is a gauntlet, and you'll most likely be going through it multiple times, but let me take you through it. The most crucial thing here is to note is you'll need to hold onto your heat for bosses, and try to avoid as much damage as possible. Step 1, beat these guys down with a simple combo combo in Brawler, only using a finishing blow when it will knock them out completely or hit multiple at once. I like to focus on the knife guy first to minimize the risk of early health loss, then the pipe guy is next because of his dangerous pipe, and then just the rest. Step 2. Kashiwagi. Hope you have your heat ready. Head to the left or right, grab a seat and smash it over the Kazuma's captain's head. Switch to the rush style to make getting behind him easier, then attack him to build up heat and repeat. You'll want to avoid as much damage as possible, but a few hits in there are most likely. Step 3. Head up the stairs from the right and then veer to the left behind the railing. This will stop you from receiving a knee to the face from the enemies coming right at you, which will cost you health and most crucially momentum. Once all 3 come to greet you, deal with them and watch your positioning. No need to cost health now. Step 4. Down the next set of stairs, a lot more lackeys will join. Do note, if you do damage to them where they actually fall on the steps themselves, they'll take additional damage. A lot of guys show here, including a smart katana wielder. I say smart because he will hide behind the others. Keep your distance and thin the herd before taking him on. Also, don't step into the hallway on the left. There's a knife thrower there that will use his line of sight to send projectiles your way. Step 5. Ogino. He has more health here and is more aggressive. Best advice here is to quick step behind him and knock him down with a finishing blow. You want to take as little damage as possible and crucially hold on to your heat. So use your heat moves at the beginning of the fight. The best way to avoid damage when he springs up off the ground is to just back away. No quick steps or block needed. Just lock on and pull the analog stick back. Anyway, get into the routine of quick stepping behind his attacks, knocking him down and avoiding his acrobats as he comes to his feet, and then repeat. Step 6. Sarah. Do not engage Sarah directly. It is time for heat actions and attacks from behind. First, a crucial fact. These knife throwing guys should be seen as a way to get heat. Ignore them until then. They're not that good at throwing their knives anyway. Watch out for Sarah's moves. Go for lanterns a safe distance away, but be quick on the heat move. You may be able to get a double heavy kick attack while he is down, building your heat tremendously, but it will be pretty obvious when the game will limit you to 1, so pay attention to that. Move on to one of the knife throwers for heat. They're only good for 1 round, so finish them off if they have low health left. You won't have enough hits to gain enough heat from them later then. Once you run out of heat opportunities, switch to the rush mode and stick to quick stepping behind the third chairman and performing short rush combos with finishing blows to chip away at his health. Mad Dog battles see you once again facing off against Majima. However, only one here is a real challenge, that being the last one. Mad Dog Battle 1 is in the Bikini Bar Asia, with you being at your strongest and in rush style, while Majima is in his breaker style. Honestly, just not relenting and keeping the attacks going should see you win this pretty easily. Mad Dog Battle 2 is unique in that it sees you at your strongest in beast style against 3 officers, one of them being Officer Majima. The unique aspect comes with the fact you can't damage anyone but Majima. He's in his slugger style, and when he bends over he will not recover health, but the other officers will become more aggressive. However, the fight is too easy for this to matter. Mad Dog Battle 3, and finally a longer battle. You're at your strongest here and in brawler mode. You'll fight zombie Majima Thug style and his fellow brain eaters 3 times, with even more zombies in between. The last phase of the fight is where things get tough, as Majima will be back to his usual standards there, and his buddies will be a bit more beefed up as you face against the clock. Don't be afraid to use bikes at this stage. Mad Dog Battle 4, and you will have to overcome 3 Hanya men at your weakest. The fighters are using Majima's thug style. I have to focus on just one even when 1 or 2 more show up. I feel it just makes things easier to finish off what's already so close to completion. Okay, Mad Dog Battle 5, and finally a tough challenge. You'll face Thug Zombie Majima, Slug Officer Majima, Breaker Idol Majima, and then finally the actual tough customer, Mad Dog Goromi. This will take a few attempts. The key here is patience, muscle memory, and maybe just crushing Officer and Zombie Majima as fast as possible with simple combos and relying on the Tiger Drop for the latter two. Also, if you try combining the Time for Destruction, hold L2 and R2 / both triggers, when in Climax Heat mode and in the Beast style, gains a damage buff across all styles. And the Tiger Drop against Goromi in this style, and maybe even Idol Majima, should be good to go right here. Finally, the classic boss rush ultimate battles. Simple enough, right? You're always at your strongest and you will recover 10% of your health bar between each fight. So just go to town and enjoy. Oh, and the best part, no timer counting down, only up. So no race against the clock, which is nice. Ultimate Battle 1 is against Takashi, B-King, Blue Z, White Edge, Bloody Eye, and finally Yuya. Watch out for the B-King and his fast attacks. In the same wavelength, watch out for the Bloody Eye brothers. Oh, and don't fail the Yuya QTE.
返り討ちにしてやれ。
Ultimate Battle 2, this time we'll be facing the Ali brothers, Gary, Buster Holmes, and Lau Kao Long. Tiger Drop is your sharpest tool, wield it well. The Ali brothers are tough to time and Long can be a bit iffy. Don't fall into the traps and switch things up if you're going to be caught in one attack.
Shoot! 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 分数まだまだまだまだ八つ咲きにするよ。
Ultimate Battle 3 against the Hitmen of Inmate 1356, Club Asia Assassin, and Arase. Arase should be your only challenge here, but a formidable one at that. As long as you're not overly ambitious, however, you should do well by now.
蜂の巣にしてやる。
Almost there. Ultimate Battle 4 pits you against the Atobe fan in Club Debala, Koji Shindu, Hayashi, Arase, Majima in Shangri-La, and Shimino at the Tojo HQ. Not much to say except be sharp, diligent, and watch out for Koji's sword attack. There are healing items in Debala and Shangri-La, and yes, they do carry over.
蜂の巣にしてやる。やった。もうちょっと気合い出すね。覚悟せや。
Ultimate Battle 5, the final one. Good luck. You're up against Inmate 1356, Yuya, Shimano at Tojo HQ, Hayashi, Gary Buster Holmes, Shota, Koji Shindo, Bloody Eye, Lao Kolong, Arase, Majima and Shangri-La, Shimano at the docks, and finally Nishikiyama once again. Put all you've learned into work and face this long-ass gauntlet.
桐生覚悟せや。遠慮なく言ったれや。すぐ終わらすね。一緒にぶっ殺してやる。
お前は処分する。 八つ咲きにするよ。まだまだ。まだまだ。まだまだ。
蜂の巣にしてやる。気合い出すね。
This is one of the most brutal post-game challenges in the series so far, and if you've made it past it, congratulations, genuinely. Proving Ground once is such a difficult place to start, not like the one-hit 6 or 7 pulling punches either, stupid one states. Melee Battle 10 is seared into my memory forever, for better or worse, and the limited time fight against all Majimas nearly drove me insane at my first attempt back in like 2018. But getting through it all was crucial for understanding the series, and if this is your first attempt, either because like me you started here with the series, or maybe you're just trying completion from here first, it can be invaluable going through the rest of the series.